Visual effects is just a tool that is dependent on the way the filmmaker uses that tool to tell the story that is going to make it relevant or not. My name is Pablo Helman. I'm the visual effects supervisor for Killers of the Flower Moon, and this is how I did it. One of the first meetings that we had with Marty, he told me he wanted the visual effects to be completely invisible. We did about 85 minutes of the film, and this kind of work is at the opposite end of what other people might think of visual effects, but it is visual effects.
3, 2, 1.
Mr. President, there's murder in Osage, and the police do nothing.
We did a lot of the oil rigs in this movie. We took a look at a lot of 1921 photography of oil rigs and the mechanics of it. In the same philosophy of trying to get something on camera, we built one. We filmed the oil rig, collected textures and documented movement, and then we built it as a CG asset. And then eventually we're going to start seeing how the land changes into a bunch of cows. We had also another scene with cows with Bob De Niro. We take a cow and we photograph the cow at 360 degrees. If you're lucky and the cow stays put, then you're okay. Well, sometimes we have to do some visual effects that we didn't plan. Sturgill Simpson is one of the actors, was in a crash in a car. After, when we were in post, nobody understood, who he was, because in 3 or 4 scenes before, he was wearing a hat. So Marty says, "Do you think you can put a hat on him?"
Does she have a doctor?
No, she won't see one.
A big part of the story, the fact that these 4 or 5 characters were getting poisoned. We did some research in terms of what it means to be poisoned. We had to also manage the sickness of those characters. And without that, you actually don't have that story. In the movie, there is a scene in which Ernest takes a look at the history of the Osage. We shot the scene with him paging through the book, but we didn't have the right pictures. After we shot the scene, we worked with Marianne Bauer, who is the archivist. So we had to replace those pictures that he was referring to. The last shot of the film has a lot of symbolism. There is a certain perfection about a round thing. It's important to Marty. We start on a drum and the camera pulls up 200 feet and then we reveal these people dancing around the drum. And I was going to have to put people together from different takes just to make him about 400 or 500 people. We also needed to clean up the environment, and I documented the Osage people so that we could build them in CG if we needed to. And all that was part of, again, storytelling. I've been doing this for 30 years or so. There are some projects that stay with you. It's a great thing to have a project that goes to your heart and make you, understand the world in a different way.